splash pattern in astrology explained. TheAstroKing. Splash pattern. The splash pattern is a planetary distribution pattern in Western astrology where the planets are spread relatively evenly throughout the entire zodiac. Unlike focus patterns such as bucket or bundle, the splash pattern represents a wide range of interests, experiences, and abilities. Individuals with this pattern often explore many different areas of life and may develop a broad understanding of the world through diverse experiences. The energy of the chart is distributed rather than concentrated, creating flexibility, curiosity, and adaptability. What is a splash pattern? A splash pattern is a chart-shaped configuration where the planets are distributed across the entire zodiac with no major concentration in one specific area. The pattern resembles drops of water splashed across a surface, with planetary energy spread widely rather than grouped together. This distribution creates individuals who often have multiple interests, varied experiences, and the ability to engage with different aspects of life. Wide planetary distribution. Energy is spread throughout the chart. Multiple interests. Encourages exploration of many subjects and experiences. Adaptability. Creates flexibility in changing situations. Broad awareness. Supports understanding of different perspectives. Why splash pattern matters. Astrologers associate the splash pattern with versatility and openness, because energy is distributed across many areas. Individuals are rarely limited to one specific life theme. People with this pattern often collect knowledge, experiences, and skills from many different sources. The challenge is not finding interests, but organizing and focusing the many available possibilities. Core structural breakdown. To identify a splash pattern in a natal chart, astrologers examine the overall planetary distribution. 1. Planet distribution. The planets are spread throughout most areas of the zodiac. 2. Lack of concentration. No single cluster dominates the chart. 3. Multiple energy centers. Different houses and signs receive planetary emphasis. 4. Broad expression. The individual experiences life through many channels. Splash pattern geometry. The splash pattern has no specific geometric aspect structure. It is identified through planetary placement and chart shape. The planets appear like drops spread across the zodiac wheel, creating a balanced but widely distributed energy pattern. Because there is no dominant concentration, the entire chart becomes important rather than one specific area. Even distribution, energy is shared among many life areas. No single focus, multiple themes compete for attention. Complete zodiac engagement. The individual interacts with many experiences. Flexible expression. The personality adapts through variety. Splash pattern versus other chart shapes. The splash pattern differs from other chart shapes because it emphasizes variety rather than concentration or direction. Splash pattern. Planets distributed widely across the chart. Bundle pattern. Planets concentrated into a small area. Bowl pattern. All planets contained within one half of the chart. Locomotive pattern. 2/3 occupied with forward momentum. Bucket pattern. One isolated planet becomes the main outlet. Strengths and potential challenges. The greatest strength of the splash pattern is versatility. Because planetary energy is distributed throughout the chart, individuals often develop a wide range of interests, experiences, and abilities. These individuals may become lifelong learners who enjoy exploring different subjects and connecting ideas from many areas. The main challenge is managing scattered energy. With many possibilities available, the person may struggle to choose one direction or develop deep specialization. Broad understanding of people, subjects, and experiences. Strong curiosity and desire to learn. High adaptability in changing environments. Ability to combine knowledge from different fields. Potential challenge. Lack of focus or difficulty prioritizing. Potential challenge. Starting many projects without completion. Element influence in a splash pattern. The elements represented throughout the splash pattern show the variety of experiences that attract the individual. Because energy is distributed across multiple signs, the elemental balance provides important clues about how the person explores life. Fire dominant splash explores life through action, inspiration, creativity, and adventure. Earth dominant splash explores through practical experiences, skills, and material understanding. Air dominant splash explores through ideas, communication, learning, and social interaction. Water dominant splash explores through emotions, intuition, imagination, and human connection. Modality influence in a splash pattern. The balance of cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs shows how individuals manage their wide range of interests. Cardinal splash initiates many experiences and enjoys starting new projects. Fixed splash develops consistency and persistence across different interests. Mutable splash adapts easily and learns from changing environments. Planetary interpretation in a splash pattern. Since all planets participate in a splash pattern, interpretation focuses on how different planetary energies work together rather than one dominant planet. Sun creates diverse expressions of identity and purpose. Moon experiences emotional variety and adaptability. Mercury supports broad learning and communication skills. Venus creates diverse interests in relationships and creativity. Mars directs energy into multiple activities and pursuits. Jupiter expands curiosity and desire for exploration. Saturn provides structure for organizing many interests. Uranus encourages experimentation and unconventional learning. Neptune expands imagination and sensitivity. Pluto creates interest in transformation and deeper understanding. Example: step-by-step splash pattern interpretation. Consider a hypothetical birth chart where planets are distributed across the entire zodiac. Planet distribution: Sun in Aries, Moon in Cancer, Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Leo, Mars in Virgo, Jupiter in Sagittarius, Saturn in Aquarius. Interpretation: the chart shows no major planetary concentration. Energy is spread across different signs and life areas, suggesting a person with many interests and experiences. This individual may enjoy learning multiple subjects, exploring different careers, meeting diverse people, and adapting to changing circumstances. Their main life lesson is learning how to organize their wide range of abilities into meaningful direction. How to interpret a splash pattern in a natal chart. When reading a splash pattern, astrologers examine the complete chart because there is no single focal planet or concentrated area. The goal is to understand how the different planetary energies cooperate and how the individual can manage variety effectively. 1. Identify the wide planetary distribution. 2. Examine elemental balance among the signs. 3. Analyze cardinal, fixed, and mutable emphasis. 4. Study important planetary aspects connecting different areas. 5. Identify possible themes repeated throughout the chart. 6. Determine ways to create focus from diverse abilities. Splash pattern in personal development. The splash pattern represents the explorer archetype. These individuals often grow through experiencing many different paths rather than following one narrow direction. The highest expression of this pattern occurs when variety is combined with purpose. By organizing their many interests, individuals can become highly versatile experts. Many researchers, teachers, consultants, writers, and multi-skilled professionals resonate with the energy of this pattern.